one of the areas that we do like to focus on this 2020 program whenever we talk about finances is the family. Gavin, in your opinion, the families are going to be hit by a whole bunch of new initiatives, and it does seem to be that it will be harder. Are families in the firing line here, or do you think families will be able to cope?
Yeah, definitely in the firing line here, and one of the key ones is the Family Tax Benefit Part B. So just to allay a little bit of fear, this isn't supposed to come into play until the 1st of July 2015, and there are also some grandfathering rules. So if you're already receiving the benefit, then it might not be cut out at that point in time. You might get another year, but if you're not yet eligible for it, then it will be you won't be eligible for it from the 1st of July 2015. And it could be as much as, so somebody earning between $100,000 or a family earning between $100,000 and $150,000, and they've got a preschool aged child, then they could actually be foregoing or missing out on about $4,000 in family tax benefits in that scenario. So it is a big hit. You really have to focus on your family budgets, particularly from that 1st of July 2015 period.
Rod St Hill, when we talk about families and when we talk about Christian worldview perspectives on economics and finances and federal budgets, how important is it for governments to really focus in and get things right for families?
Well, absolutely. I think they do always have to keep in mind the need to keep the family unit solid and together. With respect to what's happening with Family Tax Benefit B, that really is a difficult one, because a lot of the people who benefit for that are in the middle income brackets, and effectively what's happening is that the government is actually taxing them from their right hand and giving it back to them in their left hand. So there's a lot of recycling going on. That's what economists call churn. And so for many families, we're talking mainly about families in the middle. We're talking about around about 60% of households here. What's happening is that they're paying higher tax rates than they otherwise would, and they're getting more social benefits than they otherwise would. And one of the things the government is trying to do is to redress that balance a little bit. And I think that's a good thing, because this churn, this just taking from the right hand and giving it right back to the left hand, it actually reduces wealth in the nation overall, because you've actually got to have some kind of administrative mechanisms in the middle, and people are no better off as a result. Nevertheless, there are families at the bottom end who will be worse off because of the whole mix of changes. So, for example, they will incur the fuel excise tax if they have a car. And some of them will, of course, find that their total welfare payments are down because of what's happening in Family Tax Benefit B. But overall, Family Tax Benefit B is not going to do a lot of damage to people in the middle, but I do concede that there will be some people at the bottom. They really are going to find it more difficult. There's no doubt about that. But what's happened is that the government could have done something else. They could have increased taxes for the people in the middle or reduced welfare, and they chose to reduce welfare.